When we take biblical truth and apply it to our everyday life, it does not seem so impossible to speak life into ourselves and into others. It doesn't seem unrealistic to respond with love when you are confronted with hate. When you allow God to be God in your life and you are doing everything in your power to align vertically in His truth. One of the ways to flow in true unity is by speaking life and truth to each other. When you look at it from a love standpoint, we all need grace. And I think sometimes we forget that, especially when we are dealing with situations where someone has offended us, or maybe even we were the offender and we're embarrassed by our actions, or we're just so disappointed in ourselves that, wow, I did that, I said that. So sometimes in the midst of our mistakes, we can forfeit our right to embrace, receive, and allow God's grace and mercy to dwell with us for that day. Thankfully, God's love does not require us to look and speak the same. So give grace to your brothers and sisters in Christ. Give mercy to those who do not know Him. Do not be so easily offended. And when opposition comes again, and we know that it will come, be mature. Even if you are the only one in the situation that is saying, God, I will let your light shine through me. I won't do evil for evil. I won't have a tongue battle with this person. In fact, I am going to be so mature right now that I'm going to confess to you what they said offended me. I am going to confess to you how they acted truly discouraged me. And honestly, God, I don't feel your love right now. But I'm going to confess that to you, and then I'm going to release it to you, so that I can continue to be in a posture of speaking life over myself and others. We all know that the enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy. So what better way to kill our desire to speak life into ourselves and to others than by allowing offense to come? And the enemy is just hoping that then we allow that offense to take a place in us. And where it was as simple as a misunderstanding, now it's full on anger, now it's full on bitterness, and now it's vengeance. And God said, vengeance is not yours, it's mine. So the enemy has a plan, a beautiful plan in his eyes, to stop us from speaking life into one another, to stop us from loving one another from a healthy place. And he wants nothing less than for you to take the bait and allow pride to come in and to tell you, oh, I have a right to give a place to anger. I have a right to give a place to unforgiveness. I have a right to be bitter, and I have a right to speak to them in such an ugly manner that they know they hurt my feelings. This was a stronghold for me. I have a right to be so silent that it makes people feel uncomfortable. And why? And I'm going to testify for just a brief moment. I didn't want to offend. At one point, I was so combative and I didn't speak life. I spoke anger. I spoke bitterness. I spoke evil, right? And though in a natural standpoint, it was legally okay, from a spiritual standpoint, I was just as guilty as the ones that hurt me. I was just as guilty as the ones that were offending me, because I did not process it correctly. So here I am being offensive, combative. And so as I matured, I began to become silent so that I did not hurt people with my words, but how many of us know when you are offended and you don't process it and you just suppress it, that silence is then a weapon that comes out in your actions. It comes out in your looks, and eventually it's just going to come out. And it's going to come out in such an inconvenient and just toxic way. And the whole point of you hurt me 5, 10 years ago, 3 days ago, 3 months ago, is going to be lost in the toxicity of your actions. That's why it is vital that when offense comes and it attempts to destroy our love walk, it attempts to stop us from speaking life into one another, we are mature enough to say, hey, I don't like this. This makes me uncomfortable. And right now, I don't have kind words to say. So I'm just going to pull back and just let you know that we need to take a space. Communication is key. The word says pray in all things, and prayer is communication. So if we want to have a healthy relationship with God, ourselves, and others, we can't stop talking. We can't stop communicating, but we have to do it in a healthy way. Not how mama and them taught us, not what we picked up through life, but in a healthy way, according to biblical truth. Ephesians 4:29 says this: watch the way you talk. Let nothing foul or dirty come out of your mouth. Say only what helps. Each word is a gift. And we know this, you all. We can give constructive criticism in such a healthy way. And that also comes with timing. Use your God-given wisdom. Is it time for me to tell that person that they're rude? Is it time for me to tell that person that they're a manipulator in the thick of the offense? Is it time for me to tell that person X, Y, and Z when clearly they're at their lowest? Or is it time for me to continue to pray and just briefly explain we need space? In all thy way, get an understanding. And to everything, timing matters. To sum that up, ask yourself, what I'm about to say, will it produce life or death? Is it from a healthy place or an unhealthy place? Is pride promoting this, or is purpose? We are to be quick to listen, slow to speak, slow to get angry. Instead of being quick-tempered, be patient, reflective, and forgiving. When people do their best to provoke anger out of you, remember, human anger does not produce the righteousness God desires. And people, hear me, disciple of Christ, people will do their best to provoke anger out of you, especially when they rest in darkness. So be ready. Look for the events. Pray that we have strength to put into action generosity towards one another. That comes from faith. I'm going to say that again. Pray that you have strength to put forward generosity to one another. And that comes by faith. As we do everything in life, please grow in love. Do all good things in love. And know that Christ loves you. So you are equipped to share that love with others. I pray that on today you are encouraged to use your God-given wisdom when you communicate. Whether it is just a simple conversation or it is time to get an understanding and clarify. Disciple of Christ, you have the strength to do all things